Apophis is a deity that brings deception and eternal death to those who can't trust their intuition, guts, and instincts. And this is the depiction of Apep. And to tell you that people really love Apep, there's a particular meme that, you know, somebody created that is of a snake that is praying. And a lot of women love that meme so much. You know, especially women from that xenophobic country. They love that meme so much. And it is a meme of this snake wearing some hijab and praying. So this is just a snake, analysis that doesn't have any other body part, just a snake.
It's hot, eh?
Remember, the digestive system is just a pipe. So that particular pipe, Apep is only active during that particular digestive system time, doing no evil, accepting no evil. So it is usually active to help you do evil and accept evil. So Apep, or rather Apophis, is a deity that brings deception and eternal death to those who can't trust their intuition, guts, and instinct. Apep, or rather Apophis, is a natural deceiver to those who don't trust their intuition. Trusting your intuition as a woman automatically defeats Apep.
Have everything you need, right?
Because Apep only feeds on your uncertainties, doubts, and chaos. Apep only feeds on your uncertainties, doubts, and chaos. So anytime you're doubtful of yourself as a woman, you are inviting Apep. Anytime you are uncertain about your path, you are inviting Apep. Anytime you feed into chaos, you are inviting Apep. Apep is there to deceive women who can't trust their intuition into manifesting chaos and disasters in their own lives, as they ruin the lives of others, but mostly in their own lives. Because if a woman jeopardizes your manifestation, you can always still manifest again. But then as they jeopardize your manifestation, it is affecting their own womb to the point they might never manifest again. Identity of affair. The presence of intuition creates order and structure. The realm of intuition is the realm of organizing and planning. The realm of intuition is the realm where organizing and planning takes place before execution in the physical realm takes place. So some people might ask, what is intuition? That is the place where you go to organize. The intuition is where organizing takes place. That is the natural place where you go build your pyramid before you come execute in the physical dimension. So intuition is present like the rehearsal arena, the vision board arena, the illustration, the fashion design illustration arena. So on this particular planet, a lot of people think that you can just wake up and you have it. You can just wake up and there you can build a pyramid. No, you must rehearse. You must take your time to practice. That practice is what happens in the realm of intuition, the realm of the dark. So removal or deactivation of intuition is similar to removal of the organizing and planning segment of life. When you remove intuition out of the picture, the intuitive realm, the ancestral realm. Guys, remember when I showed you how the world began? It began from waters. It was all purely waters. With the time, the waters evaporated and created the air. And with the time, the air condensed and created the solar system. So every time we come into this particular planet, we are coming straight from the solar system. And that is something that has already been. The solar system has already been. So that's why it is the choreography segment. It is the place where you go to do your rehearsal. To handpick, to choose and pick which ancestors you want to come and display in the physical dimension. So the realm of the intuition is the realm where organizing and planning takes place before execution in the physical realm takes place. Inside your intuition, that is your private room. That is where you plan yourself. Before your 12 houses, before we see them truly in the physical dimension, you have it already organized in your spiritual realm. Now when that particular segment is removed or deactivated, that is similar to removing or deactivating your organizing and planning segment. So this is the reason why yesterday I was saying, women who don't follow their intuition, they are very disorganized.
Oh, he uses the same mic.
They are inauthentic. The ancestors, they don't know the order in which they are showing up to the music festival. Now look at your life. Your life is like the music festival. It's like a spotlight. Every time you are awake, every time the sun is up, you are in the spotlight. And now the ancestors are inside your intuitive realm, outside the podium. So your consciousness should be bringing the ancestors, the correct ancestor instead at every time. And then when they're done performing, they leave. And then another ancestor, when they're done performing, they leave. Now when you don't have that preparation segment, there is no program. So now you don't know which ancestor is supposed to be showing up at what time.
Okay.
The ancestors that were supposed to show up in the morning were absent. And then they wake up in the afternoon. Then they show up, burning them. I don't know whether you're getting my analogy. But when your intuition is absent, you cannot, there's absence of organization, of organizing, of arrangement, of structure. There's absence of order. Now without the organizing and the planning segment of your awareness, the execution becomes mediocre, chaotic, and fruitless. Imagine if I was to come today and tell you, you, and you, come on here, and then I put music, and I tell you, start dancing a choreography, all of you should align, should sing. Is it possible? What you will get out of that is what? Mediocrity, chaotic, and fruitlessness. I don't want to watch it. That's a choreography I don't want to watch. Nobody wants to watch that choreography.
Take up this tape.
Unless now I'm just watching you guys enjoy yourself. But if I was to tell you, I want you all guys to dance the same right now, right now.
Interesting to see how it's put on so she can like mimic that when you take it out, which gives you support.
When you are
You
not
think she should be able to figure it out?
Keep it the same way.
And that's why some people show up in life with anxiety. Imagine if I was to tell you, 5 of you, give me a choreography right now, what you would experience is anxiety. I don't know, like what should I do? How am I going to move? Anxiety. Now lack of intuition brews that particular chaos, mediocrity, and fruitlessness. So you keep showing up. So now the day is the podium. So us, we have different ancestors.
Okay.
Me, I'm showing up, dancing my dance during the day, you know, enjoying myself because I'm very organized. You don't even know when the day is starting. You don't even know where you're taking. You don't even know the script that you're supposed to be reciting. So now you are there, the judges are there, the sun is the judge. You are there, the judges are there. The result is what? Mediocrity, chaos, and fruitlessness. And with time it shows on your aura.
You took it off from the
Now
side.
if you're somebody who you operate using your intuition, you will never be caught unaware.
Okay.
Even with rapping, even with poetry. If you operate intuitively, you will always be read. And one thing as a spiritual individual who is walking around, always affirm, I am always ready. I'm always prepared. I'm always ready. In your field, whatever field you are, whether it's the field of teaching, field of singing, field of medicine, field of what, whichever field you are on, your default setting should always be readiness. You are always ready for anything. You are always ready to be on the spotlight and perform. Now then, this absence of organizing and planning space is what bats So now if you're somebody who you don't have a to-do list, remember your intuition gives you a to-do list. Black people, if you want to enjoy yourself on this particular realm, it doesn't matter how poor or rich you are, have a to-do list every day. And to-do list, you get it from the intuitive realm, from the realm of
Did
the
anybody
dead.
ask you about your toe?
That's what the to-do list is.
not really.
That's what the intuitive realm.
What does that mean?
So now people who don't have a to-do list,
Ooh,
this is now their to-do list.
what'd you say?
This is this is what they worship.
It must have been like, oof.
Every time you don't have a to-do list and you're showing up through the day, this is what you're worshiping. You don't have a bearing. You don't have a place where you're going, so you are at the mercy of Apophis to deceive you. And remember who Apophis is against. Apophis is against Ma'at. Apophis is against order, truth and order. Apophis is against Atum. Apophis is against life itself.
Damn, what's this guy doing?
Apophis wants, if it were up to Apophis, life
He turned
wouldn't
when he wasn't
be.
supposed to turn. It almost
Life
crashed into
wouldn't
the truck.
exist. Yes, to-do list, that direction for the day. Your to-do list is your direction for what? Before tomorrow begins, you should know what you're going to be doing tomorrow. From hour 1 to hour 12. Please, if you're not living your life like that, move towards starting to live your life like that. Before tomorrow begins, today you already know to what tomorrow. And you should go as far as even a year, as far as even 2 years, as far as even 12 years, as far as even your entire life, guys. Especially if you're a woman, please. If you're a woman, you should go even up to your entire life. You should have a to-do list every day. You know what you're showing up for. Because guess what? If you don't show up, a pep is there. A pep is there with a contract. A pep has a job for you to do if you don't have your own to-do list. Pep is the one that is going to have you go to be used as an illusion inside Hollywood. And Pep is the one that will tell you, oh my day, come to Hollywood, we'll give you glamour magic for 2 minutes. You know you are poor as fuck, but they dress you as a queen, as Cleopatra, and then they show the one that, look around, this one is Cleopatra, and they've taken you know they picked you from a poor family. And then they come show you to the world as Cleopatra, and then you, because of the way the world receives you, because of the way you've been shown that, oh look, this is a Cleopatra, she lives in a castle, and then you marry that. And you know it is false. If you don't have your own to-do list, a pep will give you a to-do list. And when a pep gives you a to-do list, the end is a tower moment. All to-do lists of a pep have an ending of tower moment. Because now, and the pep works so much in Hollywood. You know, right now if you're following the stories are coming out. I don't know whether you are receiving the news, I don't know whether you're receiving child. So you know they pick poor kids from single mothers mostly. The life of Justin Bieber, kids from single mothers. And then they put them through glamour magic in order to make money from them. When they put these people on with clothes like Gucci, Prada, the public buy. But the money does not go to these people. The money goes to the corporations that are using them to show you. Like, look, be like this, be like this. Children who are beautiful are everywhere. Guys, but then let me tell you, because Hollywood has you thinking that as long as you're beautiful, as long as you know you are outlandishly beautiful, first class never declines, then you're going to have a quantum jumping life, like a multi-million-dollar life. False! Not true! Those they are going to be bringing from the public. Because that mountain, that Everest mountain that is behind them, those people are so ugly that when they present themselves to the public will automatically reject. So they go to single mothers who have given birth to pretty children in poverty. Beautiful children in poverty who have maybe a little talent. Sometimes they don't even have talent. They take the ugly ones with talent and then the beautiful ones voice over. And they create a career out of that, and then they make people think. Now they're making you move towards a north that is not real. A pair. So let me tell you, if you want to avoid a pair, you have to show up every day. True wealth is inside showing up every day. You have to show up for your talent every day. Without applause. Without applause. Because right now we are in the era of Zeus. As I was teaching you last time when I was telling you about wombs of women. We are in the era of Zeus. And what do I mean by the era of Zeus? Shrinkage is worship. They worship it when women have menstrual issues. So any woman who is expanding, who wants the best for herself, you will automatically have opposition. And because I'm talking about this, there's a kid in South Africa called Novito. And by the way, I don't know whether this child is inside South Africa or it's just Southern Africa child. I confuse them a lot. Children, like kids, okay, let me not call her a kid because she's not a kid, but she's such a pure spirit. She comes to me as a kid. She's called Novito. Novito or Novito or something. She's so talented in singing. She sings like, you know those soul music. Like the music, soul music. But she's not big yet. I'm using the word yet. Now when you go to her comment section, sometime, the time she posted, you know, the way she said, you just go, if you can go check her out, you can go check her out. And don't say that I sent you there, just go check her out and then leave. She sings deep music. It's deep, yes, it's authentic, and if you listen to her, you know. But her comments, you know, these people telling her that, oh, look at her trying to sound deep. You know, she has that kid has talent so much that you know very well that in 5 years, in 10 years, if she continues the way she's going, she's not going to be where she is. She's going to have her own base that is loyal and authentic as fuck. But then these people, when they hear her, they keep on commenting that, oh, look at her trying to sound deep or trying to do what. And this is me telling you, if you know that you are somebody who you truly are trying to manifest your best self, nobody's going to clap for you because of these people. Usually, your soul is expecting clapping because we hail from an ancestral lineage where, you see the way Nigerians clap when somebody's dancing well. That is the way everybody, society is supposed to be clapping for you when you are excellent. But we live in a timeline where that is not possible because of this. This is not possible because of this. Like, if you want the best for yourself, you get isolated. If you want the best for yourself, people laugh at you and gaslight you out of it. The things about yourself that will bring you money, people when they see you embracing them, they laugh at you so that you feel ashamed out of it. That is the timeline we're on. So guess what? It's either you're willing to swim through that waters, or you will stay in the background. And as black people, let me tell you, you don't stand up for yourself in this timeline. Forget about ever coming back. This is the timeline. As black people, you need to fight for your space, or you'll never get a chance to come back. And how you fight for your space is you show up every day. And where is the manual for you to show up every day? Inside your intuition. And that intuitive manual is going to have challenging things. Going to have challenging things. Because sometimes the manual is going to tell you create an OnlyFans. But then you live in a society where OnlyFans is automatically disrespect, automatically prostitution, automatically not, you know. So just know, that is just me giving you an example. Sometimes your manual is going to have very outlandish instructions. And the more balls you have, no, let me not even say the more balls you have, the more vagina you have, the more you're going to be able to follow your manual without listening to anyone. Because only you know you. Only you know your situation. Only you know where you're going.
This thing's recording.
Everybody has their own manuals also know.
So I can take
And
this
know
out.
there are people who are using others as guinea pigs. There are people who are very smart on this particular area. They have their own manual. Before they try it, they come and tell you. They come and convince you that using you as a bait to the crocodiles. They're using you as a bait to Sobek.
Can you call Dad? Just give me the phone.
So much that instead of you following your manual now, remember, anytime you're not following your own manual, a pet is there. So maybe you are somebody who you don't have a manual to follow. Now you're available as a guinea pig for someone else. They're reading their own manual and then they're telling you, hey, go try this. And then when they see the way you are being slandered, they prepare themselves so that they move differently when then they are launching themselves because they know that manual was theirs. It was not yours. So also be aware that people who are using others as guinea pigs.
Cut off my finger.
Because it is a battle of manual. Can you implant? We come with a manual on this particular area. And the biggest question is, can you implant? Can you imprint your manual?
Okay, I don't know why I was rushing.
Can you imprint your manual? The manual you came with?
I wasn't moving. I was just
Can you create a space for it?
It made me so far behind in my stuff.
Can you create a space for it or you're going to be scared? At the end of the day, the person that has your manual is your inner child.
She's at what she calls it, a 0 point.
Your inner child has the most accurate version of your manual. Stay in touch with her.
Yeah, so she wanted to
You know,
go today, so I told Christine's like, okay.
Men who are listening, find a way to camouflage into my statement.
If it's not really your
The way we also camouflage inside the Bible when we go to church.
Oh, you're on the way right now?
Yeah.
When you come here, it's women centered.
Okay.
Somebody saying can't interpret it. Your inner child knew where you were going. And she's the only one who knows where you're going. So if you are somebody who maybe you've forgotten the manual, maybe you have a child.
You have stuff to do down there?
Maybe you have a child. Maybe you have a version of yourself. Because if you've forgotten, I'm sure your mother has forgotten too. So if you're a woman, maybe have a daughter, she will know where you are supposed to be going. Because as women, we are going the same places our mothers were going.
Okay.
Even if your mother forgot, and guys remember, always know.
Go away.
I want you to always know this.
So the traffic will work.
Some of your mothers
Truck City. I'm just
were these women.
taking my time.
And some of your mothers were these women.
Right. Okay.
Now, if you come from a mother who was this,
Chicken
hated, everybody jealous. These are the ones that are hated and who are jealous of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gone.
Realize it also. And realize how difficult it was for your mother to survive surrounded by women like this, majority of women like this. Because these women, they give birth to women like this. And these women, they give birth to women like this.
Love you.
So what happened to your mother happens to you. Yeah, if everyone hated your mother, that is what you're going to be dealing with as well. And then now you are a people pleaser, you want to seek validation from everyone, and then you and your mother will clash. No, know who you guys are. If your mother was an isolated type, always isolated, that's your fate. So you guys must organize yourself to be strong. And hold on to the values, the totems that you're trying to protect in that bloodline. Now if your mother was this, please try and break the generation of cycles by telling this to come and bow. Bow to your emotions for one. Women, you know when you're lying about another woman. Women, you know when you're slandering another woman. You know when you're isolating another woman because you're dead. You know. And you get it from your mothers. You are baited. A pet is in your family. A pet is in your bloodline. Recognize and move different. Because I'm telling you, these women go through a lot. These women are alone. These women are isolated. These women, the entire Zeus spirit works against these women and all their bloodline. And if you know you are this woman, prioritize being alone even more.
I smell
Know
tired.
that it is not yet time to interact.
Tired.
Build!
Do you know what I mean?
Build!
Tired
Build!
oil, you
Build!
smell like that.
No, if you are this woman, know that your uterus can manifest anything for you. Ask, and you shall be given. Knock, and the door shall be open. And just build. We are not yet stable yet. Stack the man. A time is coming when the horns will be blown for us to interact. Right now, don't even try interacting with a woman like this. If you see them,
You sure you want the window
raise
down?
them from afar. Because you coming close together. If you're
not
a
hot?
woman like this,
What?
and
It's
you
hot
see
air.
another woman like this, you coming close
That's what you
together
want?
is going to make these ones run.
Go on then.
They will disintegrate you like
What?
You
acid.
don't like it?
No, do what you want to do. It's
So right now, if you know that you are this woman, just maintain solace. Be alone. Maintain. And build. Not just be alone. Build your life. Build your legacy. Stack your man. So much that when it is time for us to roll, we are going to come together. And time is just for us to come together, but it's not now. Right now, let's look at each other from afar. Communicate telepathically. And you know each other. That's one thing you know. You don't have to say it loud. But I will tell you this for free. If you see a woman like this and you want to come into contact with them right now, these are about numbers. And you know, these ones are too much. These ones are outnumbered. So if these ones try to come together, these ones will sabotage. Remember, until 144,000 number is hit, you are outnumbered. Yeah, these ones are many and they have children. And they have children that are males, that are protecting their territory. You cannot go. The only thing that will make us be different is time. Time only. Because most of them will convert. Most of them are in the process of converting even right now. So just be alone. Prioritize alone. If you dare come and around, they will humiliate humiliation rituals, you will be sacrificed. So prioritize your alone time for now. And continuing, now the presence of intuition creates order and structure. The realm of intuition is the realm where organizing and planning takes place. Takes place before execution in the physical realm takes place. Removal of the activation of intuition is similar to removal of the organizing and planning segment. Without the organizing and planning segment, the execution becomes mediocre, chaotic, and fruitless. This absence of the organizing and planning segment is the birth of a spirit called apophis and apel. Any woman that trusts her intuition is always busy. Trust intuition is similar to always knowing what to do next in your life path, because intuition is an instruction manual from ancestral realm. Intuition is an instruction manual from ancestral realm. Now, women who don't trust their intuition become idle busybody. Hence, apophis. It is the devil's workshop. keeps a woman inside her own business, busy building her own, while the absence of intuition keeps a woman in other women's businesses. Other women, by the way, let me just tell you, God is jealous on default. Men are not jealous. Let me just tell you. Men are not jealous beings, and if they are portraying traits of jealousy, they get them from their mothers. Women are naturally jealous beings. And if you are a woman who is not busy manifesting your own life, you are baiting yourself into jealousy. Naturally, we have a timeline, we have a deadline here. We have Saturn. You have time to build. If you use that time to joke around, you are baiting yourself to jealousy. Women, people think that time in a song. As the days pass by, you are supposed to be achieving certain goals. As the days pass by, you're supposed to be having your to-do list. As the days pass by, you're supposed to be growing your hair. Now you days are passing by, you're doing nothing about that. And then a timeline comes, the planets are arranged in a certain way. You look at yourself, you see you're falling short. Jealousy is the next thing. So if you don't want, jealousy is natural. It is the one that tells you, this is where you should have been. If you would have harvested like this, this is where you should have been. Or it will tell you, if your ancestors would have harvested like this, this is where you should have been. Or it's telling you, if you continue harvesting like this, this is where you will be. So jealousy is just an inside call telling you, this is where, this is your area if you work harder. But then people who don't work hard, mixed with jealousy, people who don't show up for themselves 7 days a week, you mix that with jealousy, you create poison. Now intuition keeps a woman inside her own business, building her own, while absence of intuition keeps a woman in other women's business because she has none to build. Inside the timelines where truth and justice are absent, are paired rules. Inside timelines where truth and justice are absent, a paired is the one, the soldier there. Inside lives or vessels where intuition is not present, a paired is the one that rules. Set repels a paired in other timelines, meaning knowledge. Knowledge repels lies in other timelines, while knowledge becomes lies in some timelines. Guys, when I say this, I want you to see the emphasis. Aquarius energy becomes the truth in other timelines, while Aquarius energy becomes complete lies and illusions in other timelines. If you don't know which timeline we are on right now, even me as I'm teaching right now as an Aquarius, there are people who see my knowledge as lies. Because when you look at Aquarius, either you can see them as lies and illusion or the truth. So in other timelines, that is Aquarius energy. In other timelines,
That's why you were rushing me. I'm like, at this hour, there's not much traffic.
Lies. While in other timelines, knowledge becomes one with the lies.
We were going against traffic.
Both
Anytime we come out
knowledge
here.
and lies live in cold, dark, and dangerous environments. Both knowledge and lies
What saves us is when we hit the
live in cold, dark,
highway.
and dangerous environment. Knowledge and lies live in the outskirts,
Steve better not be there already again.
away from
She might
everybody else.
be.
And that's how
She's
if you're
on a
an
conference
Aquarius,
call,
I don't know you properly.
so she could be sitting there on the
But if you're an
call.
Aquarius, you're mostly an isolated. You are live, you are
Yeah,
born.
but then she doesn't
If
want
they
to be
started
there.
isolating you when you were a child, if you did not know yourself yet, but if you knew yourself, then you started isolating yourself. You started isolating yourself intentionally as a child.
Daddy's giving me for
Aquarius says we live in the outskirts. Outskirts. Now, what do we mean by outskirts? When I'm showing you the map of the world according to what I think, I'm showing what the outskirts mean. But for today, I just want you to know that the outskirts are the places where
So over the next 2 weeks, it's not looking good.
the ones that I've left. For example, right now Maasai. For example,
there's a lot
you
of
see
stuff
Maasai people or the Himba tribe.
after that.
They're outskirts right now. For example, there's a timeline where everybody's dressing like the Maasai and the Himba tribe. Like
What is it
everyone's
you
wearing
trying
their
to
own attire, their own traditional attire. So now the Maasai, they don't seem like they're out of the place.
realistic, right?
But now look at them right now. Look at the Maasai and the Himba people, the Pokots.
I get it. I get
In our
it. I
timeline
get what
right
you're
now,
saying, but
when they
is it
look-
like dire need right
You know, you
now?
look at them and you're like, eh,
Is it really?
that nobody's dressing
have
like
a
them. So they
bag
look like
full
they're
of
isolated
jewelry
and
and
From like
outlandish.
2014.
That's what
Melissa,
Aquarius energy
some
is.
people have none. Some people don't have
It
things.
is- it's-
You have an abundance of things for a
You know,
one
it's
person.
isolated. I don't know
And
where
you
you're getting
acquire
it. Senior,
more.
when you're on
That's where we have to start drawing the line with you. You have to realize our resources cannot go spending. How are we ever supposed to do anything
Somebody's
if we
saying
keep
Aquarius has
spending
never
money?
been character and somebody has looked at
There's a time to save.
Every
There's a
zodiac
time
sign
to
is the main
spend.
character.
You can't keep spending. I'm not telling
Guys,
you no, period.
Get away from
But
this.
you need to understand,
Oh,
at
I'm the
least
main
for the
character.
next
I'm
2
the main
weeks,
character.
I don't really want to extend
Leos
myself
are the
too
main
far because
character.
your fees are
Sagittarius are the
incredibly
main
high.
character.
Because I'm in more
What else?
comps.
Every
Yes, and they're
zodiac
sending
is
you
the
to
main
tour.
character in their
If
own.
you go to tour, we
And
have
I
to
think
have
people
money to
think
send you out
outside
of
the
the
box, you
country
already
for
know that.
college.
But people who want, you know, there are people who are even offended that they are sharing a zodiac sign with other people. There are people who I have met people who are offended that they are an Aquarius and somebody else is an Aquarius. They wanted to be an Aquarius, only them is Aquarius in the entire world. There are people like that. And if you're somebody who you are still like that, where you wanted a zodiac sign to be given to you as an entity by yourself. If you are somebody who is like that, know that the spirit of Ubuntu left your ancestral realm a long time. And you need to find a way to get back into Ubuntu. There are people who get very mad that, oh, I'm an Aries, somebody else is an Aries. They say that is offensive to them. If you are that type of a person, know that Ubuntu left your village and your entire country even maybe a long time ago. Because you should be happy that you are not alone here. You are technically alone, but you should be happy that at least other people are alone here with you. Somebody who wants to be here alone. You know, when you say you want a zodiac sign for yourself, it means you want to exist on the entire planet by yourself. No, nothing else, nobody else, nothing. Would you want such kind of a world? Nothing. Like there's nobody to help you build the houses you want to build there. There's nobody to help you with the transport. There's nothing. Even the birds are not there, nothing. That's the type of world you want. If you're the type of person you get, you want to be the main character alone. Main characters are many. Why would you want to be the main character alone? Main characters are many. Please. It is boring to be the main character alone. Never want to be the main character alone. Manifest being in a squad of main characters. I think that's more fun. At least to me. If being the main character alone is more fun to you, then you should just die. Because then when you're dead, it's just you. Yeah. There are people like that. Like that person who is coming here to say Aquariuses are never the main characters. They were just trying to tell all Aquariuses here that, oh. There are more than 12 main characters. Please. And out of the 12 zodiac signs, nobody is special than the other. Maybe you can just say maybe the upper zodiac signs are more special than the lower ones, but nobody is more special than the other among the zodiac.
It's good.
Maybe asset. And I'm always telling you here, asset. We're always talking about asset. But as why assets right now? Because of this time. If you find me with you guys right now in the 3rd century teaching like this, I'm not prioritizing assets in the 3rd century. If you find me with you guys like in the next cycle after this one, I'm not prioritizing assets. So we are prioritizing assets right now because fakeness has become the norm. So when I prioritize Aries, it doesn't mean that Aries is the main character, no. It's just that
teach you these things, or else you're gonna go through life.
in our timeline, Alice should be the main character in order for balance to be restored. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. Now, what totem should you use against a pet? Yeah, we all play our part. So you just go do your part. And as an Aquarius, by the Aquarius says, I'm sending a lot of energy out there. Let nobody ever tell you that you know it all. Your job here is to come and know it all as an Aquarius. Let nobody ever tell you about you know the things you know you came here to know. Focus on your fractal and keep going. The same as everybody else. Now I'm only specializing Aquarius because I'm an Aquarius. I'm favorizing Aquarius. I'm favoring because I'm an Aquarius. But all zodiac signs, please do your job. Now let's go to the totem. The Mayhem serpent. Yeah. Do your job. We meet in the future. Yeah? Yeah? Do your job or what? Totem. The man now, a pet is a deity that is negative. Every time I will be introducing you to negative deities, I'll be giving you totems against them. We have something called the Mayhem serpent, which is the coiled one. A snake in this position, anytime you see a snake in that position,
Ew!
Bring it, because there's
know that it is ready to protect the truth. And when you see this particular image, it should make you feel protected. Yeah, red, very red.
Where should I get my jewels?
This image should make you feel protected, guys. If this image is freaking you out, it's because you fear the truth. Or you are unfamiliar with snakes, which is a bad thing. You should be familiar with snakes. So the Mayhem serpent is this. This is that particular totem. This is just a now ancestral drawing of it. It is the one that protects the truth. Because it is a snake, it is not just a snake. Unlike a pep, it is a snake that is enlightened. It is working for the other side. Remember, animals also, they work for either side. Animals are also raised to work for either side. So the Mayhem serpent is an enlightened, do no evil and accept no evil digestive system. So if you have a digestive system that is very enlightened, that does no evil and accepts no evil, then you are digestive, then you should be, you are a natural enemy of a pep. And remember, the digestive system and the womb, they have a relationship. So if your digestive system has a good relationship with your womb, then your digestive system has wings. It means it can self-protect, it can walk in the dark, and not, you are somebody who is not easy to fall for lies. Guys, kindly let's subscribe now. And somebody subscribed to as I was teaching, guys, and I did not see. Write books and sell as copies. Yes, we are already in the process. So far, one book is already out. Books are coming. Alright, there are people who keep up with me, people who are serious about me, they know how we are moving. Some of you just come and talk to seem committed, so that your ancestors might think you are committed. So you just throw words and then you go away. There's books already, we already supply. And the people who are serious, they never even talk. They never even ask. They just know it will happen, and when it happens, they will be there to receive. People who talk too much, oh, write books, you can already tell they don't know me. Because if you know me, you know I've already put out a book. And there's more that will be coming. I've already put out a book that is waiting publishing or final copy. And there's more that is coming. So yeah. Yeah, there are people who just say things to make their ancestors feel like they are committed. Like they are interested, but there is no interest. They just say it and they go. So guys, kindly, 2 2 subscribers kindly, 2 subscribers, and then we continue. Can we have 2 subscribers before we continue? My people, one subscriber, and then we continue, because I'm here for long for today, and I only want to live with 4. Oh, total subscriber is now 7. I have checked. But why aren't we seeing? Ayesha, thank you so much, because I was at 4, so meaning 3 already. So 1 more subscriber and we hit the target for today. So let me just continue teaching. Thank you, Ayesha, and Ayesha, keep in touch so that. And thank you, by the way, and keep telling me, because see, it's already at 7 and I'm not seeing anybody who has subscribed. So I think this transition. It's okay, I'm glad, because inaonyesha na hiyo ni mbaya. I don't know why TikTok imefanya hivyo venye imefanya, but wacha nisi complain. Wana mess na sisi jamani. But wacha nisi complain. So this is a totem, right? Against a pep. So up to this point, guys, you know a pep, right? Up to this point, you know a pep. Because I want to read for you spells now that are against a pep. If you feel like a pep is threatening your life, and you cannot work with a mayhem serpent, then you can work with these particular recitals of spells. So just to tell you, these recitals, they are inside the subspace. I've already posted a video of them. So for today, what I'm going to be doing is just reading them out loud so that you see how it works against lies. Another book that naturally works against a pep is Zabur. My translation of Zabur also works naturally against a pep. So keep those in mind, the people who don't have these particular things. And please, Jitume, send yourself. Find these things, find these books. Guys, me, I will never come to beg you to buy. Instead of coming to beg you to buy, I'd rather walk on the streets and preach to new strangers every day so that I can find serious strangers there. But anybody who has ever met me before, I will never beg you. So it's either you go truly and you follow up on these things and you get the help from them that other people are enjoying. Nowadays, I don't peddle testimonies too much because it is the state of normalcy. So if you know that you need these things, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I am about, you know the energies that we are about. And if you truly want to harness these particular energies, send yourself. Go and get these things. But if you're just here to watch me rise and become a phoenix and do nothing for yourself, also welcome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now I'll start reciting. This one is called Failing the Enemy of Truth and Justice. And this one you do it daily. You recite it daily, on a daily basis. And I'm going to just read it out to you guys so that you hear. And I'm going to read it how you're supposed to read it. Fall upon thy face, O Apep the liar. And somebody might ask, where have I gotten these things? They are the pyramid texts, the papyrus texts. There are texts of ancient times. If you look for them, you will find them. But you will find them not with my translation, because you'll find them in the upside down translations. Or if you're lucky enough, you might find original translations. So now these ones are my translations from what was patriarchal into what should be original. So listen. Fall upon thy face, O Apep the liar, an enemy of truth. Submerge. Go forth and recognize. Creep away. Hasten away. Hasten when I hasten, that my true essence may manifest and go. Be upside down in the lake of nothingness. For my truth has commanded that thou be cut into pieces, and the great flame appears against me. My truth is on the top of the highest mountain, opening my eyes that my two lands may meet. The great spiritual judge goes against you through those who do no evil and accept no evil. The spiritually hygienic ones go against you, Apep. The rage of divine authority and the fire go forth against you from the mouth of the wardens of the mysterious bottles. Apep, the enemy and the rebel is annihilated. Apep is crushed, but my truth rests on my standard within her, my womb. Hail to thee, O my truth, in the midst of the coils of your protector, the Mehen serpent. You are triumphant over Apep 4 times. You can say you are triumphant over Apep. 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 Oh, depending on the authority of your voice, you can just say you are triumphant over Apep 4 times.
Oh, that big thing?
You are triumphant over Apep, all thy enemies 4 times. My self-belief is triumphant over all my enemies 4 times. Be brought to shame, oh Apep the liar. 4 times. So when I go here, let's just zoom in and read this particular line. And just to go through it. My truth is on the top of the highest hill, opening my eyes that my two lands may meet. What is the top of the highest hill? Highest elevated point on the planet symbolizes the highest intellectual point on the planet. The highest elevated part of the planet symbolizes the highest intellectual part of the planet. So now, my truth is on the top of the highest hill, opening my eyes. If you are on top of the pyramid, you stand on top of the highest place, you can see everything. So it is impossible for you to be lied to. So my truth is on the top of the highest hill, opening my eyes, that my two lands may meet. What are your two lands? Your past and your future, who you are right now and who you are becoming, so that they may meet. And as I talk about 2 lands, I'm going to show you 2 lands as I take the next slide. Now, the greatest spiritual judges go against you, those who do not evil and accept no evil. These are so bad. There's a name in Africa called Okumu. Ukumu or Okumu. I don't know people who have that name. I have that name personally. It comes from the Swahili word Ukumu. Judges. So mainly that is symbolic of Sobek energy. So this part is just saying the great Sobek energy goes against you, against those who do no evil. Goes against you, Apep. Through those who do no evil. So it's like the great Sobek energy goes against you, Apep, through those who do no evil and accept no evil. So just know that as long as you always stand by the truth, the greatest judges, the Sobek energy, will always stand by you and go against Apep. Another thing that I want to explain, the spiritually hygienic go against you, Apep. The spiritually hygienic are the people who do no evil and accept no evil. And then the rage. Now look at this particular line. The rage of divine authority and fire goes forth against you from the mouth of the warden of the mysterious bottles. Now these are the high priestesses. So this line is just like saying the rage of Divine authority and the fire goes against you from divine priestesses, from the spiritualists, from the psychics. Divine radiant authority goes from.
No, I meant here.
When you read this guy, this will be a very famous spell right now. If you want to see the truth, everyone wants to see the truth.
Another gym suit company that was.
I like the look.
Now me, I'm just telling you, if you're interested in seeing the truth in a special way, make this particular spell your
She's
friend.
gonna wash it tonight. You have to wear
Because
that.
it will even tell you the red of divine authority and fire goes
You're
forth
gonna let me
against
know.
our pair.
You're gonna let me know on
From the
Friday.
mouth of the mystics, the tarot readers, the oracle readers, the healers.
I'm gonna start working on
Okay, those are the wardens of the mysterious bottles. Those are the wardens of the mysterious bottles. Then, yeah, I think those are the things that I needed to explain there.
She's gonna take this in, like,
In
not
this particular
it
thing.
needed, but we're just gonna do it anyway.
So right now you should make this famous in your life if you're watching this. And I'm seeing me talking about
Like, this.
how I will not beg people to take this particular thing. Some people are laughing. You know, some people see me teaching like this and you look down on it or you degrade it because you are the first person, you are among the first people to access this information. Now you think, oh, a lot of people, this is not yet known anywhere. Nobody knows this, so why should I take it? Just because you're among the first people meeting this information shouldn't make you disrespected.
I just did a navy blue.
Because a time is coming when this information is everywhere.
And it's coming right off.
So just because you are among the first people who is accessing the River Nile, don't think that the River Nile is not going to make it to the Mediterranean. Just because you access the River Nile from Uganda doesn't mean the River Nile is not going to the Mediterranean. So please take this thing.
It's not like I'm buying cheap fabric.
And people who are saying for me to zoom, even if I zoom, you will not be able to get it like it looks. If I zoom, it's just. So I already posted it on my subscribers only thing.
Yeah.
So kindly, if you truly need it, subscribe and go get it. You can even subscribe just for 1 month so that you get all the content that are there for subscribers and then you leave.
Hide that as much as possible.
It is already available for subscribers. So guys, and if you are not a subscriber and you truly cannot subscribe and you need it, come, I'll give it to you. But if you know you have the money to subscribe, who end up subscribe, watch it in channel. The next spell is this one because we don't have the whole day. The next spell is this one. All of it is inside the subscription space. Lavender, is lavender here? Lavender. Because lavender, I want you to help this Wanjiru. Wanjiru is telling me she can't access. So I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. Sijui kama TikTok has not updated itself fully or what is going on. Wanjiru, I don't know what is going on Aki. Mimi sasa sielewi TikTok sasa. You venye mna complain or maybe there's a button you haven't pressed or something. We don't know. Lavender, please help her for me. I beg of you. Now the second spell is this one. Repelling Apep the Great. Done at rising. Now this other thing, this other one, you just do it daily at any time you feel. But this, in the morning, if you truly want to get into the practice, morning. In the morning when you rise, when you wake up at rising, that rising energy from Capricorn to Leo. From Capricorn to Leo. When you are making that transition from Capricorn to Leo, this is the best time to repel Apep. Repelling Apep, the great enemy, at rising. Be brought to shame, Apep, you, the enemy of truth. 4 times. Get far far away from me who is in my body. Be annihilated, you rebel. Fall off your face. May your authenticity be destroyed. And guys, just to talk to you about the voice that you should be doing when you're casting spells. Just to give you an example, I'm going to tell you my story. So when I was a little girl, I used to have a brother who would be, I have a brother, let me just say I still have that brother. I have a brother who used to beat me up every single day of my life when I was a little girl. I'm telling you this story so that you know the voice you should be using when you're reciting spells. It's not a joke. So my brother used to beat me a lot, beat me for 12 years, non-stop, every single day. I used to, every single day, if a day, there's no day that passed for 12 years, consistently, without my brother beating me up. So I got tired. And when I was a teenager, one day, I was planning myself throughout, but then one day, when I was a teenager, when he came to beat me up, I just knew this is the time now he's coming to beat me up for fun like he always does. I stood up and I told him with all my voice that if you ever beat me up again, you will amount to nothing in life. You will fail miserably. And the reason why I told my brother this is because I knew he was so scared of failing. Failure was his biggest, because we were born in poverty, we grew up in poverty. He did not want to end up in poverty at all because he was very smart. So I just told him that day, if you ever put a hand on me again, and the voice I told him with, I think he got scared because even the way he stood, he got scared. And since that day, my brother never put a hand on me again. I felt relief. Because since I was a child, I was just waiting for the day. Will a day ever pass without this boy beating me up? Will a day ever pass? And my parents couldn't do anything about it. You know, boys in African homes, the way they are raised. The only person who could do something about it was my father, but my father was never home. And boys in African homes, mom is nothing to them. So my mom could not even do anything. So that voice, up to today, I commend my teenage self for doing that because it worked. So this is the reason why I'm telling you, when you're speaking, why would whatever, people kill, men kill their own mothers, guys. You know, patriarchy is messed up. You don't ask me why would a brother do that. Men kill every day. Femicide is like a sword in our timeline. So why would you ask me that? You know, men do whatever they do, and you as a woman know that they came from your vaginas. Men come from nowhere else but women's vaginas. So there is no problem that men will ever be able to take accountability for by themselves. Women birth them here. And I'm telling you this story not for you to pity me, but for me to let you know that you have power as a woman. You're never powerless. Emotions are more powerful than anything else. Because just me knowing that he was scared of failing, and I kept that for a long time, I just said, I'm going to sabotage his desire to succeed so bad if he continues to beat me. And he never continued, and he ended up as a very successful surgeon today. Oh. So I got myself out of that, and you too can always get yourself out of anything. So be brought to shame, a pep, you enemy of truth. What time? Get far away from me who is in my bone. Be annihilated, you rebel. Fall on your face. May your authenticity be destroyed. Get out of my energy. For your road into my life are blocked. Your paths are stopped up. You are imprisoned in your former place. You are powerless. Your heart is miserable. Your body is feeble. You are maimed and cannot escape. For you are committed to those who are in the place of execution. May the sharp knife butcher. May the sharp knife butcher and cut off your head. May they sever your support system. May they execute you again and again. May they cast you into the raging fire. May they put you in anger, and it shall have power over you. Anger shall devour your bone. Anger shall consume your bone and consume your organs. No divine changes shall take away your children. Their bodies brought to the fire. Divine anger shall chastise your soul. Your soul shall no longer travel on earth. Apep the liar, the enemy of truth. My self-belief, the child of my authenticity, shall destroy you, Apep. And you shall not conceive. You shall not manifest. Your soul shall not journey to the support of shoe.
So for
You shall
We're trying
neither
to make
see nor behold.
this is going to
You
be
have destroyed your
office
own
here,
protection.
and then
Oh,
we're gonna
Apep,
add another
you
part of the room
enemy
there.
of truth. Be brought to shame, oh Zibel Apep. Your name shall be annihilated, and you shall be remembered no more. For I have laid hold on you. You shall be spat upon whenever you are remembered. You shall be spat upon whenever you are remembered. My truth shall make you impotent. My authenticity shall fetter you. My camouflage shall bind you. How useful I am to myself shall destroy you. Your soul shall not be among the winning souls. Your corpse shall not be at the head of the corpses. For the anger of my wind shall bite you, and the flame devour you. The furnace shall be satisfied with you. Oh, Apep, you the enemy of truth. Truth rejoices, Atu is glad. My self-belief is happy, for Apep is brought to the flame. Neki is brought to the fire, and he shall utterly non-existent. And he shall be utterly non-existent. And his protection shall be neither in heaven nor on earth. Oh, Apep, you enemy of truth, be brought to shame, be annihilated. Oh, Apep, be ashamed, be annihilated 4 times. So these, when you say them on a word, you know, most of the time people think that magic is in other things. Magic is in words. It is me saying a certain words that will make you so happy, that will change your mood. It is you being so sad, your mother saying something that will make you rise up and be like the sun is shining again. Words are medicine. Words come from Gemini energy, fertilization energy, womb energy. So know that this is the first form of protection that you have. So after that particular point, I'm done with this particular Apep series. And because I'm talking about a lot of Apep, I am going to go to the next class, which is Ushirikina practices that are mandatory. Yeah. That is the end of this class. I don't want to continue with more. Yeah. That is the end of this particular class, and I'm going to get into now the Ushirikina practices that you must be able to know. After that point, we are together, right? So how do we access the totems? The totems are everywhere. You can either go to OnlyFans or you can subscribe to TikTok. It is on TikTok here. There's a video called The Enemy of Heka on my TikTok. And among that video, when you watch it,
Hey, Christine, how are you?
throughout,
Good, thanks.
these totems are
Yeah,
there.
so far so good.
On OnlyFans, it's the easiest to
What?
access because a picture of this totem is just there.
And there's a letter
Yeah.
stamped on it.
So let me
said,
continue with this
"Mail to
particular
Post
class.
Office," handwritten with our address on it. But not
Ayesha,
addressed to
are we
anybody.
at
No return
8?
address. And it felt like, I'm like, what's in this? Because this is not a letter.
Yeah.
I open it.
Ayesha, are we
there's a
at
Ziploc
8?
bag, and it has these white pills
Oh,
in it.
8 subscriptions now.
Handwritten on it, it says
So you guys
Paracol.
have each target.
I looked it up just before I came in.
Yeah.
So now if I leave the class without finishing,
Yeah.
It It says
You have a
Paratone
right
and the
to
number
report
of that
me
was supposed to be there and then
Pluto.
it expires on such and such a date.
You have a right to
So I
take me
just
to
called my
jail.
husband and my son, I'm like, were you guys expecting whatever?
Yeah.
Let me now
chat
continue the
downstairs?
class.
Asking her, but
Without Maringo.
It's hers. Oh, thank God, because that's
Essential
weird.
practices of Fushimi now.
Yeah.
Now you see even my mood has changed.
Okay.
Because we've hit the target. Please guys, this is how men please women.
the way Dr. Steph taped it, is that good?
You know when you are a man and you give a
For
woman
tumbling,
what she
I don't think.
wants,
Remember, it's just the
she will be
and
wet.
then the strip
very
up the
easy.
side. But you did like,
The vocal.
yeah.
Especially, you know, the material things. Women love men who help them build their material. This physical dimension is just material things, guys. So women love when men help them build their material things.
Hello.
If you're a man, you're not helping your
Oh, quick
woman build
question. If I
material
wanted to
things,
use an outlet, do you know
she
where
will not
I can plug
enjoy
it?
you in
Alright.
bed. Forget those women who are saying, I'm a woman of God.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure women who tell you men that I'm a woman of
you.
God, they always cry for you. You know the vagina does not lie, the mouth can lie. The mouth can lie, yo. So guys, also I just want you to know that if you see my mouth crying a lot also on live, just know that the solution is not even the lip bar. The solution is money more than the lip bar. If you have to see my mouth wet a lot, just reach my target for me. Please, reach my target for me. And if you're a man, if you want to see a woman's vagina ready, a woman's vagina can swallow anything. There's no, it can swallow anything. And you know, by the way guys, I'm continuing with class. Just let me meander the way I want to meander. Because now you paid all the bills. You know a woman's vagina is elastic. So African men, a lot of African men have, I'm telling you stories of men I've met. A lot of African men have big phallus. Most African men have phallus that are very big. And then they are broke. Guys, terrible combination. Terrible combination. If you have a big dick, you have to have money. No woman is going to swallow that. I'm telling you. Without money, Bradley, somebody tell Bradley. Money will make me swallow you even if you are like this.
Oh my
I can swallow you even if you are like this and you can take care of me very well. Without problem. But you cannot come with something like this empty-handed. The vagina will, I might agree with word of mouth. I might agree with word of mouth. But the vagina will not open. The ancestors don't lie. So you will be frustrated, and a lot of African men are frustrated. Because right now we have most women, their nyash is small. So these big phallus men are looking for women who can swallow the phallus. And then they don't have money. Me now I cannot swallow. I will not lie to you. Yes, big phallus is very sweet, but only when there is money accompaniment. And it has to be a lot of money, guys. It has to be a lot of money. It's not just where. I hope you're listening. Because that is the truth. We will tell you the truth here. If you have the bigger the phallus, the more big lies the pocket. The bigger the phallus, the larger the pocket. Because money naturally makes the vagina wet. Even as women on women, money makes the vagina wet. I have money, you have money. The vagina will not struggle being wet. If we are women. If you are a man, know that the phallus, the moment it sees a wet dick, is just erect on its own. So if you want the lubrication, no. That is forcing issues. Go tell your men, especially those ones with big phalluses, stack the cash, stack the cash. Now, the essential practices of Ushirikina, which is quantum entanglement. As we have learned before, the ancestral, which is the spiritual realm, is the realm where all is one. A woman can swallow anything as long as they're accompaniment, the chaser. You must have a chaser. You must have a chaser. Yes, women, that is the truth. Imagine if you're a woman, you're pretending money doesn't make you wet. Just continue pretending. We will see how long you will pretend. Because we come from mothers, we'll see. Don't be your mother. Our mothers pretended and they had us. Don't carry on with that particular pretend. Because we will have you, we will watch you pretend. We will see how many years you can pretend with a dry vagina. Money makes the vagina naturally wet. Even right now as I'm talking about money, I'm just feeling. Anyway, let me continue. As we have learned before, the ancestral, which is the spiritual realm, is the realm where all is one. While the physical realm is the realm that presents contrast to the one. The way we women feel about man is the way men feel about vagina. So don't be guilty, woman. Men feel that for a man to go into a vagina of a cow, in the vagina of a goat, into the vagina of a 1-year-old. Women, that should tell you what vagina is. And women, you should put your vaginas outside there so that men stop going into the vaginas of children. Men want the vagina, and the church is telling me to keep your vagina away from men. They want. Give it to them as an adult and charge accordingly. Yeah, I'm just telling you some of the cheating codes that you don't know as a woman. But those who are willing to take it. Those who are not shauri yako ona kila mtu aishi maisha yake. This presentation of contrast. Now remember, the spiritual realm is the realm where all is one, while the physical dimension is the dimension that presents contrast to the one. This presentation of contrast is there to test your loyalty to yourself. Now, ability to maintain loyalty leads to rulership. In the spirit realm, is just one entity, it's just one. All is one. Now, in the physical dimension, when the sun is out, contrast now you can see. Let's put this into an experiment right now. It is at night right now where I am. If all the electricity in this area were to be turned off, and I go outside, I will not be able to see anything. All of us will be black as fuck. Whether it's the tree, it will be black. Whether it's the soil, it will be black. Whether it's the water, it will be black. Whether it's me standing there, I will be black. Whether it's the cow standing there, it will be black. Everything under the dark is black. Now when you turn on the light, when you bring the sun, now you start seeing, oh, the trees are green. Oh, the water is colorless. Oh, the soil is red. Oh, I'm dark skinned. Oh, she's light skinned. Oh, she's white. So when the sun comes, contrast is presented. When the sun is not there is no contrast. That's what I'm saying here. We've learned before that the ancestral realm, which is the spiritual realm, is the realm where all is one. While the physical realm is the realm that presents contrast to that one. This presentation of contrast is there to test your loyalty to yourself. Can you copy-paste your to-do list on the physical dimension in the presence of others? You came from the spiritual dimension as Mama Nikwa. You wanted to paint yourself as Mama Nikwa and everything that the entity, the deity called Mama Nikwa owns. But then you come into the physical dimension and you find, oh, Surinyal Kano is also there, Richard is also there, Florence is also there, Dawood is also there, Brian is also there. So can you still copy-paste your to-do list in the physical dimension, even in the presence of contrast, others? So probably your Mama Nikwa, you come into the physical dimension, you come to your house, You want to build there. And then you come, you find that I've come with a yacht. Can you still stay loyal to your house? Or because I have come with a yacht, now you're going to shift. Now you want to bring a yacht because I am bringing a yacht, but you came from the spiritual dimension with the house in mind. Somebody saying, what is Mama Nikwa? It's one of my subscribers. Here is Mama Nikwa, you can see there. The one who said 100%, 100%. Tracy, you can see her there, you can zoom her. A very beautiful girl. So guys, physical dimension presents contrast. Spiritual dimension all is one. So when we come from the spiritual dimension, we are coming to build in the physical dimension, despite of contrast. Why are you presented with contrast? Why are we here? If despite the fact that you are also here, why are we here alongside you? To test if you can still stay loyal to yourself even when we are here. To test if you can still stay loyal to yourself even when you are here. That is the reason why the sun comes out. When the sun comes out, it's like, hey, all of you come now, come now, come now. Let's see who are the most loyal to themselves. And then the sun disappears. Then you go back to the spiritual again. And then the sun comes out and then you say, okay, let's see the ones that are loyal to themselves. That is what happens every 24 hours. We all come so that the sun can see the most loyal to themselves and then we go back to unity. Then again, we come. The sun can see what's the most loyal to themselves. Now the most loyal to themselves, the sun makes them go viral or benefit the most from this dimension. The ones who are most loyal to themselves, the sun, which is the collective consciousness I, makes them benefit the most and have the most space to expand themselves in the physical dimension. So this presentation of contrast is there to test your loyalty to yourself. Ability to maintain loyalty leads to rulership. Hence the quote, those who obey inner authority automatically become outer authority. Those who listen to their intuition. Those who follow their manual, no matter what. The next thing is, let me just use this as a manual. Later you see me doing it. You know the manual I'm talking about. So those who obey their manual automatically become the outer authority. So let's say Mama Nikwa came here to build a house. And then me, I came to build my yacht. So then me, I've come, I've built my yacht. And then Mama Nikwa has built a yacht too. But how she came to build a house, but she built a yacht too because I built a yacht. Now me, even though me and Mama Nikwa, we both have yachts, I will have authority automatically over Mama Nikwa. Because me, I obeyed my inner authority. I built my yacht from my inner authority. Mama Nikwa built her yacht from Kopiwa.
Hello.
So she still has debt to her ancestral realm because she did not bring what she was supposed to bring. She brought something out of the influence of her parent. So now I will get to be the president, I will get to be the ruler, I will get to call shots on earth more than Mama Nikwa does. Because Mama Nikwa did not follow her to-do list. And I did. Even though we seem to be in the same level of life, we seem to be in the same class, in the same pyramid, socially, but deep down Mama Nikwa built something that she did not come here to build. And that takes away her. But this is just an example. I'm using this as an example. Please don't think that that's the energy of my baby, Mama Nikwa. That is not. That is just an example. I do this a lot. Can you get your loyalty back? Yes! Know yourself. Achilles heel. That is where the connection of self-use and self-knowledge is. So just use yourself and you will know yourself eventually. When you know yourself now, you can start from there. And guys, People who are Capricorns and Aquariuses, you really need to show up. You guys are the children. We are the children of Saturn. Meaning you come from bloodlines that were suppressed. If you are an Aquarius or a Capricorn in this timeline, it means what you are was made a desert on purpose. And your ancestors are here to resurrect. And how you resurrect it as a Capricorn is you show up every day. You use yourself. Jitume. And how you show, you regain it as an Aquarius, know yourself. The easiest way to know yourself is to use yourself. So Aquarius and Capricorns of this timeline, you have no choice but to resurrect Lazarus. You are a Lazarus that needs resurrection. And the only how that resurrection is going to happen is if you utilize yourself non-stop. Because remember, there are meteors against you, targeting you. So you have to show up twice as hard. That was just me talking about Aquarius and Capricorn as a special thing. The others, you are not barred at all. You just continue doing more. Only Aquarius and Capricorns are children of Saturn. So only those ones come from bloodlines that were barred. And only those ones that need to, especially in this timeline. If we were in the 3rd century, by the way, guys, I keep saying, I wouldn't be telling you this.
Doesn't care where
The way I teach is because of the timeline that we are on. If timelines change, teachings change. You know that? So failure to maintain self-loyalty in the presence of contrast make you the ruled on earth. On earth we only have 2 people, the ruled and the ruler. The ruled and the ruler. You only have 2 people on earth, the ruled and the rulers. The ruled are people who are not loyal to themselves. The rulers are the people who are loyal to themselves. That is the natural hierarchy. Remove Hollywood. Hollywood is running on illusion. Hollywood goes to single mothers and pick children that are very beautiful. And then they come, they present them to you as the rulers. Because they know they are so chopped. They are so chopped. The real faces of Hollywood are too chopped. And God loves beauty. So the collective consciousness naturally loves beauty. It gravitates towards beauty. Because beauty is innocence, beauty is purity. So the real faces of Hollywood are chopped. So they use single mother children to be the billboard, their face, the face of their city that is chopped. In order for them to continue doing their inhuman things.
I've had to pick them up before, off the ground.
So that is not divine rulership. That is illusion of a pair. When the world goes back to its natural form, which is going back to whether you like it or not. 10 years from now, the rulers are going to be only those who are loyal to themselves. And the ruled are going to be people who are not loyal to themselves. That's the natural order. When we remove all corruption, political squabble, then the natural hierarchy, the natural pyramid has those who are loyal to themselves as the rulers, automatic rulers, because they are ruling through the help of the heavens. And then the ruled who are at the bottom of the pyramid automatically become the ones that are not loyal to themselves. So those who obey their inner authority automatically become outer authority. Those who obey inner authority automatically become outer authority. That is the natural rule. Whether they are unknown or known. Now the essential practices of Ushirikina, you must comprehend this image. And I've taught you this image before, but I will keep on repeating. But when you look at your brain, what is supposed to be occupying your brain? Thoughts that are loyal to you when you are alone. So your brain from your intuition should come thoughts that are loyal to you. And then from your memory should come thoughts that are loyal to you in contrast. So loyalty to yourself when you are alone, loyalty to yourself when you are in contrast. What does this mean? When you are alone, it's just your brain.
Well,
On default, the thoughts that are supposed to be accessing you are loyalty to yourself when you are alone, and then loyalty to yourself in contrast. Meaning, inside your head, you should always just be loyal to yourself. Whether it is when you are comparing yourself to others, or whether it's just you. Now, there are people who, inside their brains, their thoughts bully them. It is their own thoughts that are busy telling them, hey, you are so mediocre. It is their own thoughts that are busy telling them, hey, you are nothing. You are very useless. It is their own thoughts. Heaven and earth are here. Because how you spend your time when you are alone is what determines whether you are in heaven or earth. When you are alone, are you loyal to yourself both from intuition and memory? Or when you are alone, you are being bullied. Your own thoughts are bullying you, you are good for nothing. Yeah, your thoughts tell you, oh, you're going to get, yes! All those. This is where reality starts. When you are alone, weak thoughts are coming in. So people who are in hell, or people who are in hell when they are alone, their intuitions are pinning them against others. Their intuition is busy pinning them against others, criticizing them, making them feel ugly. You know, and people who live like that inside themselves are the ones who are very hostile to others outside. People who live with their own voices bullying them, they want an escape. They are scared of being alone. They always want to be in the company of others. When they are alone, they feel like they are in hell, like the devil is after them, like they are seeing ghosts. When they are alone, they feel like something is out to get them. Those are the people that are not loyal to themselves. Somebody is telling me how to reverse. How me reverse it? Loyalty to yourself. That one. Ego. Ego is a man. Loyalty to yourself in contrast. You have to be honest, my dear. And do you know what makes you honest? Do you know what makes you honest? Showing up every day. For example, me, I come from a poor background. Poverty level 101. Slum. But guess what? I've worked. I've studied. I never gave up on myself. So now I have an ego that knows I can pay my bills. An ego that knows I can show up. An ego that knows I'm independent. An ego that knows what I am worth to myself. And when I look at that, I'm proud of myself, and it gives me loyalty to myself even in contrast of others. I don't care if you came from a rich background. I came from poverty and I'm here. Loyal to myself in your presence. That's what loyalty to self is. You walking around on eggshells, bowing to everyone, being a doormat. That's not loyalty to self. And how do you arrive there? By being useless to yourself. You never accumulate anything for yourself that will make you proud of yourself. You never fulfill the promises that you make to yourself. When you don't do such kind of things, you will never be loyal to yourself. You'll never be loyal to yourself. It is your own body that will tell you, when we were children, you told me that by 25 we will be in our own house, fully furnished. Now look at us. We are sleeping in someone's couch. It is your own body that will tell you those things. If you're not disciplined, your ego will be small. If your ego is small, you are the ruled on earth. And by being ego, I'm not telling you. You know, people misunderstand ego. Ego is contrast. And you must be proud of your contrast. Be proud of your eye shape. Be proud of your nose shape. It is not the same as somebody else. That's what ego is.
Driving in the wrong way.
Being proud of how you came out as.
I drove in the wrong way.
And that is the only thing that will enable you to be loyal to yourself in the presence of conscience. What you survived. The promises you promised yourself that you fulfilled.
This side, buddy. This side.
You sit around, you promise yourself, oh, by the time I'm 30, I'll be having my own land. And that is that passing, you're trying to hide from yourself. You cannot hide from yourself. Some people, they try to hide from themselves that, oh, I promised you. Yourself knows the things you promised yourself. And you fulfilling the things you promised yourself gives you ego.
Oh, this is my.
That's good.
Yeah, this is to put this on.
And that ego that is good is what makes you to be loyal to yourself in the presence of contrast. And when you are loyal to yourself in the presence of contrast, you take up space. When you are loyal to yourself in the presence of contrast, you take up space. When you are not loyal to yourself in the presence of contrast, you become Palestine, you become Gaza. No space for you.
So what is the printing on?
Naima, I don't know what is wrong with you because you don't seem settled. I don't know whether if I'm talking, it is throwing you in different directions or what.
You're printing my calendar.
But I would like to tell you, Naima, just relax. Take a break from commenting for a while.
Nice.
Just listen.
It'll print big things like this.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll print.
Take a break from commenting for a while.
Okay.
It'll print like big ones. Like
So if you didn't achieve anything you promised yourself, you can't make it better. Now, what are the conversations you're having with yourself? Honest. Be honest to your creator.
stand to put it on.
You were 5 years old. You promised, or 5 is too young. You were 12 years old. You promised to yourself that, oh, by the time environment.
Yeah, more Amazon classes coming.
Now, as you live life, you realize that the way things are organized, religion, the Vatican, status quo. Maybe they made you to change the paths a little bit so that by the time you are 25,
No.
you still
My
don't
actual
have
printer for self-nation.
that independence yet, but at least where are you? At least you're somewhere still moving. Your body is the most comprehensive. It is so understandable. It will comprehend you in levels you don't know. Just don't lie to it. Don't start moving away from it because you know you are not going to achieve the goal. When you know you are not going to achieve the goal, just stand and have an honest conversation with your body. Be honest. Your body has been with you. It has seen the obstacle along the way. Tell them that, oh, but you know, I passed through school very well, you see, but, you know, the system, the government, there's no jobs. And I'm still trying now. You see, I finished university. Now I'm sewing clothes. And I'm doing this. And I know, honor! The only problem comes in when you turn your back on yourself like you never promised yourself anything. Some people, they turn their back on themselves like they never promised themselves anything. They end that conversation and they shut themselves away like, stop asking me! Stop holding me accountable! I don't want! And then when they're like that now, they don't want to be alone ever. They go and stick to somebody else like a parasite, like a thing. Because they know the moment they are alone, their body will start to say, hey, you promised us. Every time they are alone, they know their body will try to have a conversation. And they don't want that conversation. So they do everything to escape that conversation. Those are the things that make people miss the mark.
There's one not.
Just be authentic and be honest.
Charles is not that far. STHALS. Do you want to go to the printing market?
Yeah, shadow work is necessary. Just be authentic and be honest with yourself. It's the same always. When you follow, when you listen to your intuition and it doesn't land you to the answer that you needed, you always learn a lesson. For example, if I meet someone, I'm always telling my students,
Here all the time.
trust how you feel about someone. So maybe I meet someone and the way they look, very unpleasant to me. And this has happened to me a lot even here in Bantula. I meet someone and they look very unpleasant to me. And my intuition is always telling me the moment somebody looks unpleasant to you, run away. So I ran away. And then maybe later on I cross paths with this person and they do something or we interact or we merge in a way that now I'm not seeing their unpleasant look anymore. So then I'll have a conversation with myself. I'll have to have that conversation with myself, like, why did you see her as unpleasant
It should be soon.
at first?
Oh, definitely.
What was
okay?
why?
Yes,
And then my body will always bring answers like, oh, she looked like Grace,
Let me know.
who robbed you last summer or something like that. You know, you will always know the reason why you are jumping into conclusions that are inaccurate.
Yeah, and then
But always jump into conclusions
the day on Friday or night.
following your intuition. Always. If you are wrong, be humble enough
And then I can
to look at the truth and change and
Do you want me to
repent.
start per size so that, or does it matter? Okay.
And to justify with good. No, just be truthful. That was not justification. That was me telling you that an answer will always arrive.
A black permanent marker.
An answer will always arrive that will tell you the reason why you reacted the way you reacted. I'm not saying that, oh, now start justifying. No, just be honest. And if an answer is not arriving, be willing to be patient. Let 2 days pass. Let 3 days, let a month pass. Let a year pass. Always be ready to be patient until the time an answer will arrive. Hey! Walking in spirituality requires slow, organized movement like the pace of the tortoise. So you can also not rush your intuition that, tell me today. Always be willing to let it for as long until that clicking will come, that aha moment will come. And then don't be in a rush to justify if the answer is not coming up. Wait. And with the time, the answers will come up. Because at the end of the day, the biggest enemy is you being an enemy to yourself. Even if you are a thief, guys, you know, one thing that I always want people who listen to me to never mistake me. I am not a Christian. I don't teach Christian way of life. I teach self-loyalty way of life. So even if you are a thief who is very loyal to themselves, the thoughts that you should be having should never be the ones that antagonize you against yourself. You must find a place within you that you are getting along with yourself. It doesn't matter if you're a prostitute. It doesn't matter if you're a serial killer. It doesn't matter what you are. Everything is necessary here. Everyone is necessary. Everyone is, the thieves are necessary. The murderers are necessary. Now the problem only comes when the murderer is killing an innocent person. But when the murderer is killing a guilty person, there's no issue there. That's love. So everything is necessary. Everything that is available on this particular planet is necessary, but as long as they live according to the law, according to Ubuntu. Even when you are a thief, there are people that deserve to be robbed. So if you're a thief that you just rob the correct people, you just rob the people that deserve to be robbed, that is love. The universe loves you. And as a thief, you can tune yourself in a way that you only rob people that deserve to be robbed. I'm not a Christian. If you listen to my teaching, first of all, you must know that me, I am here to empower deities that are loyal to themselves to take up more space. Using Ubuntu as the rule. For the good of all, with harm to none. Who is for the good of all? I'll repeat. For the good of all, with harm to none. Who is for the good of all? So if you rob somebody who is a corrupt politician, we love you. The problem comes when you're robbing. I come here, I work for my money, I sweat for my money, and then you're robbing. Now that Satan will deal with you. But if you're somebody who you just rob, you know, even the universe has its own thieves. Try eating where hawks are. We call them hawks, eagles or hawks. try eating your food where the hawks are. Even the multiverse has its own thieves. Because people, the moment you let people steal from you in the spirit realm, you should be robbed in the physical. You deserve to be robbed in the physical. So always just be aware that me, I don't teach heaven or being good or what. I teach loyalty to yourself. Whatever you are, whichever means necessary. Loyalty to yourself for the good of all and with harm to none, especially those who are for the good of all. Now, intuition. Let's get into the realm of the dead. Your intuition, which is self-loyalty when you're alone, is the one responsible for protecting your dead. So you remember I told you, link between two lands. What are the two lands? This is you, your intuition, this is you, and this is what is inside your intuition. So this is your present self, this is your future self. Dead. Honor guys, I have a dream of becoming a midwife. I'm going to become a midwife. That's why I'm working towards global midwife. Ne? That global midwife is still dead. I'm trying to resurrect her, but she's still dead. She's the one I'm trying to resurrect. Now some people manage to resurrect, some people don't. So now, your intuition is the one responsible for protecting your dead. Your intuition is the one that is responsible for protecting your dead. Your loyalty to self when you are alone. Your loyalty to yourself when you are alone is the one that protects the things that you are busy resurrecting here. Maybe you are, right now you are a university student who is studying to become a doctor. Right now you are a fashion designer, studying to open your fashion house. Right now you are a 2-year-old child, wanting to teach in future. So it is your intuition, your loyalty to yourself that protects whatever you are trying to become. If you are not loyal to yourself, you cannot become great. This will not be God. This will remain dead. Lazarus will remain dead if you're not loyal to yourself. Now, who is your dad? Your dad is the version of you. You are trying to resurrect by living. Realm of the dead is the realm where all is one. When you become alive, it means you are carrying something from the realm of the dead. You want to implant it in the realm of the living. The realm of the dead is where the marking scheme is. This is what you are resurrecting. And it is protected by your intuitive thoughts, your intuition, your loyalty to self when you are alone. So your dead is the version of you are trying to resurrect by living, by being alive. You're trying to drag this thing from the realm of the dead into the realm of living. So the more loyal to your essence you remain in the face of contrast, the more protected your dead become. The more loyal to yourself you remain in the realm of the living. The more loyal to yourself you remain in the realm of contrast, in the face of contrast, the more protected your dead become. So people are always baiting you out of loyalty to yourself. What they're doing is witchcraft. Everything is witchcraft. People think that we are sensitive. But if you learn the sensitivity of the spirit realm, you would know that people are constantly baiting other people to abandon their dead by abandoning their loyalty to themselves. Every time you see people here telling me, hey, your voice, why is she shouting? Why is she angry? Your voice, your voice, your voice. But you know, those who know that deep down this is where my honey is. This is where my fractal is. In the way I present. So they are baiting me to abandon my voice and start talking to you guys like this. Imagine they want me to talk to you guys like this. Who is your dad? Your dad is the version of you you're trying to resurrect by being alive. Now, the more loyal to yourself you remain in the face of contrast, the more protected your dead become. And you know, as they come here and they try to bait me out of me being passionate and me, doing what I do that makes me me. There are people that try to copy now what I do with the tone that I've just given you. Thinking that, those people, maybe they don't want her because she's shouting. So maybe if I do whatever she's doing exactly, but now without shouting, they're going to choose me. Omera! Those people, they don't care about you. All they want me to do is for me to abandon. And guys, if I'm to abandon my day, oh my God, it will take only 3 days, and then you will see all manner of people. All manner of people now talking the way I'm talking, doing the way I'm doing. Guys, even if I'm to die today, just 3 days, and you will see how many people are on this. The moment you abandon, you are dead. Oh, they wear it. They want you to abandon it so that they can take it. Because they've already seen, they know, people know. People know the dead that are going to rule in future. They know. And they hint exactly what they know is going to take you there. They hint exactly what they know is going to take you there so that you abandon it. And then you abandon it, they wear it. Omera! Omera! Dangerous. 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 Nihatari. Nihatari. It is dangerous. Yeah. And sometimes the people who are baiting you out of, sometimes they will not even show their faces. They will send their own minions. Most of the time, the people that want to wear you, they will not even be the ones who are butchering you to abandon yourself. They'll send their own minions. They will not even appear in the vicinity. So hold on to your thing. Omera, dangerous. Dangerous out here. If you see people criticizing whatever you're doing the most, whatever they are criticizing the most, look at it again. Me, I have people who even sit down and laugh at the way I talk. Hoping. They don't laugh because they truly think that it is funny. No, they laugh with hopes that I would abandon what I do. They laugh with hopes that I would feel ashamed to abandon what I do. Omera, Kenya, marathon runner. We will marathon you. We will marathon you. Let's see how long you can discourage us. Let's see how many years you will discourage us. We will run with this marathon here. Now, practices that help strengthen. Now, before I come to the practices that help strengthen your loyalty to yourself, I just want to get into this first. Let me teach this first before I come into those. Anyway, let me teach this so that I'll come back to that one later. So the essential practices of ushirikina. Here we have 3 animals that are very famous in African ushirikina practices. When you go to African healers, they will always tell you, come with a chicken, come with a goat. We need to slaughter a cow. So not just the rituals, but inside Africa, these particular animals are very famous. for rituals and ceremonial practices. And that is not for granted. So first of all, ancestral favors. This particular animal, they represent ancestral favors. So the cow represents wealth. This is the reason why mostly in most African cultures, cows are used as an exchange for women. And also, cows have, the head of the cow is the shape of the womb. I don't know why I'm feeling I'm feeling weird about I know there's too much light on my eyes or what. Yeah, condor is never used because it's sheep. If you eat condor is a totem that makes you just follow blindly. Yeah, I'm feeling weird, man. So I don't know whether I should stand here, whether I'll be able to sit properly, or I should stand this off. Yeah, I think that's better. So guys, just allow me to teach here on the side. I'm feeling very weird. I don't know why. Maybe somebody is here watching me and doing like, hey, you know, chicken yes, man. Anyway, so the cow represents wealth, the goat represents self-use, and the chicken represents spiritual hygiene. So I'm going to go very fast because I'm not feeling well.
Should be one on the table. Yeah, there's one right on the table.
Yeah, I'm going to go very fast because I'm not feeling well. So allow me to finish. So ancestral favors are achieved by self-support that accumulates wealth. Ancestors don't favor people who don't support themselves and end up poor. Your attempt to be wealthy and live a life far away from poverty wins ancestral favors. Cow totem is representative of
Dude, that looks freaking amazing. I'm trying to maneuver your phone, but I can't.
You mean?
Okay, so I have to send, Christine's asking me to send it to her, and I'm literally...
So much pit on it, bro.
Are you guys done?
Yeah.
Nice! Let me see if I can see the one.
It's in my eyes.
Hmm?
It's in my eyes.
You alright? Look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh.
hide and protect. Your stomach, what you consume dictates the level of your ancestral protection that you have. So the chicken is representative of that. Do no evil and accept no evil. The goat is self-use that trigger expansion.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't.
And then the cow is
where did you
self-support that
send it?
accumulates well.
Oh, forget about how I send them. But just go
So
into the camera.
those are the totems. And guys,
That might be easier.
kindly allow me to end this class here. I will do this. I will do the rest
If it's not good, you can just...
in another class. The next class that we're going to do, I'm going to finish all this. But kindly for now, just let me reach here. If you hear the reason why why Africans work a lot with chicken, goat, and cows, it's because chicken, they represent spiritual hygiene. Do no evil and accept no evil. That guarantees ancestral
That
protection.
was a good one, right? It might
Goats,
have been wrong,
they
Delete the
represent
ones that
selfish
you
that
know.
trigger expansion.
Wait, you had a couple.
And then
How
cows,
did I do?
they represent self-support that
three.
accumulate wealth. So these animals, they represent those particular concepts. And that is where I'm going to leave it at. Are we supposed to eat these animals? So now when it comes to eating the animals,
Because Christine wants all
it
the
depends on how they are raised. You have to follow the Nilotic rules when it comes to eating animals. Nilots will raise their own animals with a lot of care. So much that anytime they would eat their own animals, it will bring them angelic energy. But now when you're eating an animal that you don't know where it's been, you don't know whether the owner was brutally raising it, brutally traumatizing it. So when you eat that particular energy, know that all that energy is in you. So your alchemy level also will depend on, how to transmute. So guys, when it comes to eating meat and just eating, it's deeper than just being a vegan or being a vegetarian and eating it. Because Niloids are meat eaters. Mugaga na upwa. Hali wali mkavu. Our ancestors said mugaga na upwa. Hali wali mkavu. What does that mean? Gaga is a swimmer. The person who travels on water. No, Mugaga is an adventurer. The person who travels on land. Upwa is the person who travels on water. So our ancestors were just trying to tell us that Nilotics don't eat rice without steam. Mugaga na upwa. Those who adventure, those who travel, those who walk the astral plane. Hali wali mkavu. They don't eat rice plain. Only Bantus were born to eat rice plain. So if you're listening to me, please. Bantus were born to eat rice plain. But Mugaga na upwa, we were not born to eat rice plain. So the art of eating meat is also another science. Because there are people who have bodies that can alchemize energy and people who have bodies that cannot. And that depends on whether you're a Bantu or a Niloid. And that's a story for another day. For today, guys, allow me to call it a day and go see the waters that want me to see them in my eyes. I want to see these waters that are coming for me to see them instead of me teaching. So sound. Thanks for the class. Yes. I hope that you gained something from the class today.
They only love him until the kids don't do well at competition, and then why didn't they do well? And when
Where are we supposed to
someone
be? Oh, now we'll talk about that. That's a story for another day.
tiny
That's a
correction,
story
and
for
all of a
another
sudden
day.
their score goes up by
Just be
2
patient.
points.
I'll talk to you about all that.
What's going on?
A story for another.
that's
Don't
what's
panic.
going on.
We don't
You
live in
didn't
fear
even-
here.
You made one comment. And
You are
all of a
born
sudden
in this
the score's
timeline
gone up
because
by
you
2
can
points.
handle this
Yeah, because
timeline.
it's
There's
giving
no panic at
proper
all.
correction at the proper time.
You are born in this timeline because you can handle this timeline. Don't
Building
panic.
that arm strength
We
and
will learn, and awareness is key. But for now, just know that Niloid
help the kid and
We're
turn
born
a second
to
hand
eat
to get
meat.
going, right? Like it's
Mugaga na upwa.
proper correction.
Hali wali mkavu. And that's
Yeah.
bye. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah.
You know what? It's
I
always
like
been
it.
on.
I'm seeing you again on the 19th.
I think the plan was a week from today, but yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, just Wednesday, I think. I think that's what it is.
She is off, I think so,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Because she's training all the way to the
Yes.
Saturday.
So tomorrow, Friday.